What's up everyone, today we're going to be looking at the top 10 biggest Donald Trump secrets and successes. So as Trump is now President of the United States, I thought it would be the perfect time to highlight some of his biggest secrets and successes. I know there's a massive uproar over Trump winning, but let's be real, the same would have happened if Hillary Clinton would have won. And personally, I'm not going to tell you guys who I prefer because it just creates a war in the comments, but I'm still interested to see what you guys think, so leave a comment down below letting me know whether you supported Hillary or Donald Trump. Also, leave a like on this video if you want me to send a free Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton to be the president of your house. Also, I've been adding everyone on Snapchat, and I'm not even kidding, I added everyone. We're like over 1,000 friends already, so if you want to add me, my name is Cam Top Trends, or you can scan the code on screen. With that said, let's get into the top 10 thing. Oh, and also, this is more of a script, so I wasn't going to use face cam because I'm not looking at the camera much because I'm reading this script, so I do apologise if I don't look at you that much because... yeah. Number 1. Grand Hyatt Hotel. In a deal that helped establish his reputation, Trump and the Hyatt Corporation partnered back in 1976 to buy the Commodore Hotel, which is now known as the Grand Hyatt Hotel. At the time, it was a pretty risky venture with New York City at a low point and much of the area around the hotel in disrepair. Because of this uncertainty, Trump was able to get the city to provide a 40-year tax abatement, which was the first ever granted to a commercial property. If you don't know what a tax abatement is, it reduces the amount of property tax the owners pay on new construction projects. In addition, a number of banks promised the developer $70 million in mortgages in an effort to rejuvenate the area. Construction then started in 1979, the economy slowly started picking back up, the plan switched, and it eventually became the 25-story hotel it is today. Then later on, Trump sold his half share in the property to Hyatt for $142 million. Number 2. Trump's secret vlog channel. So I know what you're all thinking, what the hell, why would Donald Trump have a vlog channel? Well, he has this channel where he posted vlogs on quite a few years ago, ranging from 2011 to 2013 or something. They didn't really get many views and no one really seems to know about them, but the channel is called The Trump Organization and the channel URL is literally youtube.com/user/Trump if you want to go and have a look. The first video posted on there was titled From the Desk of Donald Trump, 2nd of the 28th, 11. I got that the wrong way around, but who cares? And it's pretty much Trump just giving his thoughts on various things. I mean, here's a few clips so you guys can just have a look at what it is.
I can't believe what our country is doing. We should go in, stop him from doing it. Ultimately, the people will appreciate it. But while I was driving, I was on 405. You gotta have the right contractors and you have to have the right workmanship. I love this country. I'm a hardworking guy. Let's see what happens.
Number 3, The Apprentice. So we have The Apprentice over here in the UK and it's hosted by Alan Sugar. It's been really popular for years, but over in America, Trump hosted American The Apprentice and its spin-off, The Celebrity Apprentice. Both these shows were solid performers for NBC and succeeded where other reality programs failed, such as Richard Branson's Rebel Billionaire and Mark Cuban's The Benefactor. The reason I'm putting this on here as a success is The Apprentice is perceived as a valuable enough brand that NBC is going to attempt to keep it alive without Donald Trump, casting Arnold Schwarzenegger in his place. Now, I don't know why they choose Arnold Schwarzenegger. That seems a very different route to go from a billionaire businessman to a movie star. Although Schwarzenegger is sort of more than a movie star now, but it just seems a very different thing to do. Number 4, Make America Great Again. So if any of you Americans remember Ronald Reagan, the 40th president of the United States from 1981 to 1989, he had a slogan which was, "Let's make America great again." Now that may remind you of a certain slogan used by Trump.
We will make America great again!
Well, that's because Trump is inspired by Reagan and essentially looks up to him. I personally can't say much on this matter because I don't know how good of a president Reagan was, but if Trump looks up to him and uses the same slogan as him, then he must have done at least a pretty good job. Number 5, Presidential Campaign. So when Trump first announced he was running for president, lots of people took it as a joke and cast it aside. Trump, however, has not only managed to be taken seriously, but put himself at center of the debate into the position of power and someone who must be be taken seriously. It's a pretty crazy turnaround that has now ended in the business billionaire winning the nomination and now becoming the 48th president of the United States. Trump has had many successes in his life, but in my opinion, this one has to top them all. Number 6, protection. So I've always been intrigued about how much security Trump has around the clock and how much it costs him and the government to pay that security day in, day out. Well, it turns out the federal government shells out about $40,000 per day on Donald, whose codename is Mogul. The total cost of protecting candidates in 2012 reportedly approached $113 million, which is most likely more money than any of us will ever see in our entire lifetime. Number 7, Trump Tower. So originally, Trump Tower was considered a risky proposition when Trump proposed it in the early 1980s. However, Trump Tower has obviously been a massive success. The building established the now iconic glass and metal look that the billionaire developer has made his signature thing. It also helped him create the mix of multi-million-dollar residences mixed with high-end retail and fine dining that Trump uses at many of his properties. Although it's hard to know exactly how much money Trump has made off Trump Tower, it's safe to say that it's in the hundreds of millions. I say this because in his 1987 book, The Art of the Deal, Trump claimed to have made $240 million just from the sales of apartments in the property and then additional millions from retail and restaurant rent. Number 8, The Simpsons. So, back in the year 2000, a Simpsons episode aired titled Bart to the Future. I personally remember actually watching this episode because I used to watch literally every Simpsons episode every day at 6 PM on Channel 4 because I'm from the UK. But what happens is Trump gets elected president and the economy gets completely destroyed, just goes down. Then Lisa, when she's older, becomes president and complains of the economy crunch she has been left by Trump. The Simpsons creator Matt Groening told The Guardian, which is a UK newspaper, "We predicted that he would be president back in 2000, but Trump was, of course, the most absurd placeholder joke name that we could think of at the time. And that's still true, it's beyond satire." That was the quote, that wasn't me saying that. But yeah, so essentially it was a joke or a meme from 16 years ago that has now come true. Number 9, New York City's Wollman Rink. Rebuilding the iconic skating rink was one of the first cases of Trump publicly taking on a challenge by making fun of the previous failures of others. Trump took over the project in 1986 after the city's 6-year $12 million effort to renovate the Central Park failed. Trump said at the time, "I have total confidence that we will be able to do it. I'm going on record as saying that I will not be embarrassed." Lo and behold, Trump was not embarrassed and instead brought the project in under budget and ahead of schedule. Now, anyone that does renovations or builds houses or anything knows that coming in under budget and before an actual schedule is very rare. But yeah, Trump's company even made a profit of about $500,000 on $1.5 million in receipts, and that was just in its first 6 months from reopening. The New York Times reported in 1987 that the profit was donated to charity. Number 10. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm tired of all this political and confusing talk. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but yeah, I've got a load of Donald Trump memes for number 10, as I know everyone loves a good meme. But yeah, let's go on to the first one. So here we have Get In, We're Making America Great Again with Donald Trump firing a gun. Well, not firing a gun, but you know, holding a gun up, pointing at the camera. And yeah, this one is photoshopped, but I just thought it was funny because obviously he's not going to be holding a gun out of his window, is he? But yeah, let's go on to the next one. Next up we have It's My Trump Card, and this is a Yu-Gi-Oh meme. If any of you remember Yu-Gi-Oh, then you're a boss. I remember I used to play that quite a lot and also collected the cards. But yeah, let's move on to the next one. This one, I don't really know what I'm supposed to say. I just thought that it made me burst out laughing, this did. And I'm pretty sure it's photoshopped as well, but I just wish that was real because it's just funny, isn't it? Next up we have I Know How We Can Fix the Border Issue. I didn't even remember downloading this. Yeah, that was obviously photoshopped more guns into Donald Trump's hands. It seems to be a recurring theme here. I mean, I only downloaded like 10 memes. There was hundreds of Donald Trump gun memes, which was kind of strange. But here we have one of my favourites. We shall overcomb Trump 16. Wait, does that mean we will overcomb Trump or... Wait, I don't know. His hair's actually really long. Look how long his hair is. I didn't even notice that. Then we have My Body's Ready. Let's let your imagination go wild on that. Next up, If I Become President, I Will Deport Bieber, with one of the best mugshots of Trump with that smiley face. Next up we have, oh, what surprise. Why did I download so many gun ones? Although I think that one's real. That looks real. It doesn't look photoshopped. If that's photoshopped, then you are very good at Photoshop, whoever did that. And then we've got the another gun one. What? I just downloaded the same gun one. I think that's the end. So yeah guys, that was it. I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, drop a like and subscribe, and I'll send you your own president for your house, even though that makes no sense. But yeah, please drop a like, subscribe. Thanks for watching guys, I really appreciate it. Add me on Snapchat, CamTopTrends. And yeah, thanks for watching this Top Trends, and I'll see you in the next video.